Welcome back to another episode of Within the Lines, coming at you on June 21st, 2019. Today we got a packed show for you as always. Returning to the studio. This is our first time recording in studio, and I use studio in a very flexible manner for definition-wise. First time recording in the studio for like 3 weeks. You know, we got some baseball as always. We got the news about Space Jam, who's going to be in it. We're going to create our own Space Jam, give you a little teaser there. And then as always, there's some more news about the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
It just don't stop.
It doesn't stop. It's a churning,
which is good,
grinding machine.
We need stuff.
Yeah, we need content.
If it stopped, I'd be upset.
Let's get into the show.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
I don't feel so good.
Hulk! Smash! They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes!
Alrighty, Tyler. We're starting this episode like we start every episode as you punch your mic. With our favorite sport, baseball.
A little bit of baseball. In our outline here, we got 5 categories, 4 of which are the Angels' 1, 2, 3, and 4 hitters.
Yeah, I wasn't part of constructing this.
Needless to say, Jason, the Angels are on fire. I've been saying it all year. Upton comes back. Our lineup's going to be dominant. First pitch of the season.
Let's rewind a bit. Let's rewind.
Where were we?
Last time the listeners heard from us, we were on our way to the Angel-Dodger game.
Oh, yes, we did.
Last Tuesday.
Yes, we were.
I think it was June 11th, I want to say, last Tuesday. And let's just say that game did not go as planned for the Dodgers.
Everyone, you can go back and check out the replay of the live stream. Jason was upset.
On our Twitter account. It was brutal. 15 runners left on base.
You know, the Angels got it done. Clutch pitching, completed the home sweep of the 2-game set.
Scored
the Dodgers
5
just
runs
can't
in the
beat us.
first.
Which is going to come in real handy when we meet in the World Series later this year, Jay.
Yeah, they scored 5 runs in the first on like a not a broken first inning, but just Shohei hits a bomb. I can't say anything against that. Kenta did hang a changeup 2 strikes.
Kenta can't handle Shohei, bro.
If Kenta just throws that changeup where he's supposed to, that whole inning doesn't happen. We win that game. Hangs a changeup, home run. Can't take that away from Shohei. And then it was like a batter got hit, he walked someone, and then it was a ground ball that would have been to the shortstop if we didn't have a weird-ass shift on, which they usually don't shift with runners on base. And then Justin Bour, of all people.
First game back from AAA.
5 seconds after Tyler yelled that he was in the lineup. And I will also, a little bit of humble brag, I called that home run.
I think you did.
I did. I said, Justin Bour is going to hit a 3-run home run here, watch. And he did.
And there it goes.
And then, the rest of the game, we had runners on base. We shut the Angels down, and we just couldn't get it done. Up until the last inning where Corey Seager pulled his hammy and was out to 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, he's still out?
Yeah, it's like 4 to 6 weeks.
Oof.
Yeah.
I don't keep up with Dodger news that much.
Yeah. We're kind of beat up right now, but...
Yeah, that's tough. That's
still
real
the
tough.
first team to 50
I don't know
wins.
about that.
Yeah.
We're on fire. We're trending up. You're trending down.
You guys are playing pretty good. You beat us 2 out of 2. You beat the Blue Jays, I want to say 3 out of 4. Or not the Blue Jays, the Rays. No, you split the Rays. I think. Yeah, you split the Rays because you went 4-2 over those 6.
Yeah.
Which was good because that's 2 playoff teams. And then you're taking care of the Blue Jays, which is what you need to do.
I think we're losing right now, but by 1 run maybe.
That's what you got to do if you want to be a playoff team is you got to beat up on the obviously not playoff teams. And so far you've been doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Trout's a Blue Jay killer.
Trout.
Hit a grand slam, I think. Or I know he hit a grand slam, but I know he hit a home run off my Cy Young pick.
That he did.
Who is doing very bad, I must add.
I believe he hit 2 off of him. I think the grand slam came off of him also. Hit a home run and a grand slam. Had 7 RBIs, career high. And in his career, Jason, with the bases loaded.
Oh, I saw this stat.
In 69 at-bats, Mike Trout is hitting 420.
That's... Doesn't seem like something Trout would be proud of because he seems very, clean, very...
Nice.
Trout seems like he wouldn't understand that joke.
Probably not.
Yeah, Aaron Sanchez has a 5.49 ERA.
Thanks to Mike Trout. He actually hit a 0 going into the game.
Dude, he has an 8.22 ERA over his last 7 games. That's brutal.
That's real tough.
That's brutal. But yeah, you guys are trending up. The Dodgers, we hit a bit of a cold spell. But when I say cold spell, I think we've still won 7 out of our last 10, which is what happens when you're the best team in baseball.
Rich Hill's out, right? Rich Hill's the one who got injured?
Yeah, he has a flexor strain in his forearm. He's going to probably be out for 3 months. He's going to be out till, Probably August, September. Probably September. He'll be back for the postseason, probably. Because, well, I don't know about 3 months because he's not picking up a baseball for a month.
Well, he's older too, isn't he?
Yeah.
So could last longer. Never know. I think
That's why I'm saying 3 months just to...
I think there's a good chance, though. You guys just throw Ross Stripling in there and he becomes dominant.
Yeah, I mean, our boy Ross Stripling, a little upset with him at the moment. Appeared on a different podcast, shouted them out on Instagram. Didn't even mention to anyone that he was on Within the Lines.
He liked
like he was
it.
ashamed of it.
He liked the tweet.
Didn't even retweet it when he was on the episode.
He was in studio with them, to be fair, and he just called us.
But still, you think you'd want to be like, hey guys, listen to this interview I just did.
I agree. I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
I still love you, Ross, but come on, man. If you want to be the first ever recurring guest, you got to treat us better than that. But no, we're doing decent. And I was looking at it. I was like, wow, we're actually not doing that great the last like month or so. And I was looking at our schedule, and it's because we played the Angels and the Giants, the two teams that notoriously play us tough, even if we're 10 times better than them. So,
but you're not 10 times better than us. You're 12 games better than us.
Anyways, but yeah, we're doing decent. You know, we scored 9 runs in back-to-back games. Happy about that because our offense was getting a little sluggish. Tonight we face Mad Bum for probably the last time in a Giants jersey. Probably going to get traded. Where do you think Mad Bum's going to go? I think he had a no trade list that he would go to or something.
Yeah,
like
I have
that.
no idea.
I could see him being on like the Braves. I feel like Mad Bum is a
It'll
Braves.
probably be another National League team, I'm willing to bet.
Well, I don't know, unless the Giants don't want to help an NL team, which I don't. They're definitely not going to trade him to the Dodgers. I see some people
Yeah,
on Twitter
there's no
like,
way.
we need Mad Bum after that Rich Hill injury. Like, there's no way. Maybe, I guess you could say the groundwork is kind of there, considering the Giants GM is the Giants president of baseball operations is our former GM. Just made the switch this year, so maybe he's like, hey, I'll help you guys out one last time. We're not contending this year. But still, I don't think Mad Bum would want to be on the Dodgers. I think he would retire.
Just be like, yeah, that ain't happening.
It'd be so awkward.
Just
like,
walking in the locker room, just lock eyes with Muncie.
See, that's the thing. After Puig got traded, I was like, okay, maybe there could be a route where Mad Bum could be a Dodger, but not with Muncie now.
Muncie
It would just be
slotted right
so
in there.
awkward. I could see him going to like the Braves. He seems like a Braves pitcher, country boy.
I could see the Braves for sure.
The Phillies could probably use him. Get a rental on him. The Angels could definitely use him.
I don't think we're going to have anyone to trade for him.
Joe Adele, just kidding. That'd
Fuck
be
you.
ridiculous. Trade him for... you could trade... It's only half a season of Mad Bum, so you're not going to trade like an elite.
Yeah.
But it's... do you trade your 6th best prospect for half a season of Mad Bum? I don't know. Because even with Mad Bum, I don't think you're winning the World Series.
I don't either.
It has
I
to
don't
be
think
like a
it's
true
worth
World
it.
Series contender.
Yeah.
Maybe the Yankees, and my computer's making noises
Every time,
again.
bro.
I picked a time. I did not schedule it for 6:19. I'll fix this, but the Yankees maybe. I think they need like rotational help. I could see him in New York. Red Sox maybe. Red Sox. How's the Red Sox rotation? Is it good?
It's all right. I don't know. I know they have Sale and Price.
I'm trying to think. I feel like the Braves. I feel like he's going to be a Brave, or like the Twins. The Twins could use him. They're a contender.
They're definitely a contender. They have a dominant offense, so I could see them moving some pieces around to get a pitcher.
Do you think the Twins are legit?
I don't know.
I'm still
dude.
not sold on them, but every time I check the standings, I'm like, all right, the Twins probably fell off. They didn't fall off.
48 and 25 right now. I think they have the best winning percentage in all of baseball.
No, because we're 50 and 25.
Yeah,
We have more
right.
wins and same losses. But
The American League, though.
yeah. But yeah, every time I look, I'm like, oh, the Twins are going to fall off. Nope.
I don't get
Max
it.
Kepler's insane. So like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're just hitting the ball to the fucking moon every time.
Well, they added Nelson Cruz.
Which
And
I
they-
thought he was done. I thought he was trending down.
Yeah. But and then it's weird too. I mean, it's not weird, but it was kind of predictable, I guess, not to be this good, but them to make the playoff run again. They were a playoff team 2 years ago. They just had some injury unluck last year, and just got off to a bad start, never really recovered.
Yeah.
And and they have a bunch of young guys who are only going to get better. So I guess it was kind of predictable. I wouldn't have predicted this, but
I know preseason, because we did our preseason predictions, and when I was
Yeah.
looking at that, a couple of people chose the Twins.
yeah.
And so, I mean, there's people out there who saw it coming, but I sure shit didn't.
If I really looked at it, I probably could have. I wouldn't have predicted this, but they got C.J. Cron. That was a really good pickup. But they
But
got
that wasn't even supposed to be a
Marwin
good pickup.
Gonzalez. He
Like-
was a pickup.
They're having a bunch of pieces work out for him,
Yeah.
and they're just fucking dominant, dude.
Yeah. Have you guys played them yet this year? I'm sure you have.
I believe so.
Did you beat him?
Probably not.
Did I tweet anything about the Twins? It'd be nice if I tweeted something about the Twins. No, my last Twins tweet was Hawaiian shirt Twins selfie when I had a bowl cut. Shout out to Conrad. He was on our last podcast.
Oh, we lost 3 out of 4, and the one that we didn't lose was postponed.
Oh, okay.
I don't know when we play it.
So you lost 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
And then we played a 3-game set the week before and lost 2 out of 3.
Oh, so not great. But
So
they're
we beat 'em
a great
once.
team.
Once out of 6 so far.
These were my playoff predictions. I tweeted them. So far they're actually looking pretty decent. Besides the Twins, I think decent. I don't know. Dodgers. I don't know. Dodgers, Cardinals, Phillies, Nationals, Cubs, Astros, Indians, Yankees, Red Sox, Rays. Indians. I don't know.
I think I had the exact same American League as you. No,
You didn't have the Rays. You had the
I had
Angels.
the Angels instead of the Rays.
And then I don't think the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals were doing good, and then they kind of fell off, and now they're back to like just okay.
Yeah.
38 and 35. That's going to be a good series. You guys play St. Louis 4 games, I think, on the road. If you guys can win 3 or 4 of those, then that's.
I've seen a bunch of stuff on Twitter too about Pujols going back there. I feel like he's already been back since he's been with us.
I don't know. That's a weird team. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But it's been fucking years now that he's been with us. He had to have played him since then.
You can look. I can look that up. You don't know how to work baseball reference
I'm
like I do.
not
just
as good
Ty.
at that. I just type in players' names usually. I don't know all team games and shit.
I can figure that out for you, maybe. Yeah, because you could just go to batting. You go to his batting career splits, and then you can look at his stats against the Cardinals. And if he has any stats, that means he's obviously played them. But
Well,
we won't know if
I
they're at
believe
home
he's
or
played
the road.
him, at Angels Stadium. I don't know if he's been back to
Well,
St.
if he only
Louis.
has like 3 games, we can kind of pinpoint to where it was. Opponent, St. Louis Cardinals. He has 6 games against the Cardinals.
So we had to have played him at fucking...
One home, 1 away. Because you probably play him every 4 years or every 3 years. So, and you've had him for what, 7 years now?
something like that.
I don't know. This is, I think, the 9th year of his 12-year deal, 10-year deal. I don't know. But you've probably played in St. Louis. All you got to do, Google Pujols return to St. Louis. And I bet you I could find it. The perfect player, return to St. Louis set. Really? Has he not? Has he really never been back? Maybe both series were at Angel Stadium?
That's weird. Why would we play them twice at home without going there?
Albert Pujols still has a... Oh, God, this autoplay video is going to play over our podcast. Nope, close it. Okay, that was a close one. Albert Pujols still has a home in the suburbs of St. Louis, but hasn't set foot inside Busch Stadium since December 8th, 2011.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah.
I know how. Angels versus Cardinals all-time record. And then I think it takes you... Here we go.
Well, it just said he hasn't stepped foot since 2011. If it told it, that's just insane to me, dude.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see if the last time maybe he played, he was hurt or something. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So you guys played him in 2016 in Anaheim, played him in 2013 in Anaheim, and then played in St. Louis 2010. He came in 2011, I think, right?
So we played him at home right before he came.
Yeah. So yeah, that's his first return
That's
to the
fucking
Cardinals.
wild. That's going to be a big time standing ovation.
Oh yeah. They gave David Freese a huge... Well, David Freese was a World Series hero. He kind of deserved it, but...
I mean, Pujols was part of that World Series.
No, but I was saying is, if they gave David Freese a big ovation, imagine how big of an ovation they give Pujols. But David Freese is kind of like a hero, and David Freese will never buy himself a drink in that city again.
Oh, fuck no. But I think Pujols is right there with how much he did for that franchise.
He's more. I'm saying he's more.
like-
But I was underselling David Freese,
yeah.
who's doing pretty good for the Dodgers, I must add, this year.
Has he been?
Yeah, he was hitting over 300. It's limited appearances. They pick and choose when to use them, but he was doing pretty decent. He's hitting 313.
How old is he now? He's got to be in like the high
36.
30s. Oh, that's it?
Yeah. He did say, though, I think in an interview, if the Dodgers wouldn't have brought him back this year because he had a team option, that he probably would have retired. So
Yeah, he's got to be getting towards the end. He
he's
was good for
really
us
good
when
in
we
his
had him.
role. He's got a 1.024 OPS. I mean, granted, it's only 135 plate appearances, but...
So they're just starting JT over him?
Well, he plays first for us.
Oh.
So
Muncy?
he's like Muncy's platoon mate,
Yeah.
but Muncy's been doing good against lefties, so he's not seeing as much time. But since Seager's been hurt, they've been putting Muncy at second more because they've been putting Kike and CT3 at short. So Freeze has been playing more.
Freeze was third baseman. Put him at second. Fucking put Kike on the bench.
Well,
It's fucking garbage.
he has been doing bad. Riley's going to be mad that you said that.
It pisses me off that he's in the top 5 for All-Star
It
voting.
is. Yeah, it is ridiculous. He should not be in the top 5. He's a huge fan favorite, though. That's why.
That's exactly why, but he definitely doesn't deserve it.
He hit a grand slam the other night.
Did he?
2 nights ago, yeah. But I always tell Riley he only does something if the game's already over. We were already winning 5-0 in like the 8th inning.
So it didn't matter.
7th inning, yeah. I was like, of course he does it when the game doesn't matter. But if we were down 1, he would have struck out. I shouldn't burn the britches. What if Kike listens to this?
You guys have played Milwaukee already this season, right?
Yeah, we've played all 7 games against them.
You've already played
Home
it? I
and
was going
away.
to say, I wonder if you guys had games towards the end of the season. Because that would be a fucking lit series.
Why?
For Bellinger, Yelich. If they're still
Oh.
on MVP pace and like fucking late season, you guys have a series against each other.
No.
Both trying to make the playoffs, both making MVP pushes.
There was that game where Bellinger like completely one-upped Yelich. And I feel like it didn't get the coverage it deserved. Did you know this happened? When he robbed Yelich of a home run, then hit like the game-winning home run, I think.
Yeah.
I think that was the same game. I know it was definitely the same series.
Well,
but-
I know there's a bunch of stuff of you guys playing each other when they were both on a fucking tear.
Yeah.
But I was hoping later in the season when it mattered.
No, yeah. We played them. We literally played all our games against them. We had a series at home against them, played the Reds at home, 2 games, and then went to Milwaukee.
That was it.
So, yeah, in a 9-game stretch, we had 7 games against them. And I think we took 4. I think we went 4-3 against them. Yeah, we went 4-3 against them. Also went 4-3 against the Cubs. So we're beating our playoff teams. 3-0 against the Phillies.
Not a playoff team.
Ooh, they're in first place, I think. Miko said
No,
they were
they're not in
close.
first place. I think they're a wild card team now.
Really?
If that, they might even be behind for a while.
Oh, they're 39 and 34.
wild card. Yep, they are the first team out of the playoffs as of right now.
Dude, they're cold. They are 1-2, 1-3, 1-4,
3-7 in their
5,
last 10.
2-6, 2-7,
3-game losing streak.
2-7 in their last 9. Yeah. Dang, that sucks. Bryce Harper's been terrible.
Yeah, yes.
You know what I'm gonna get Miko for his birthday?
I think you told me.
Did I tell you already?
Yeah, I don't want to say it.
I was gonna say it and then bleep it out just to annoy him.
do it.
We're getting him like a. I wish. I don't know. I said I was gonna say I wish there was a way I could only bleep that from Miko, but
You can't do that.
yeah, I know. But he's gonna love that, huh?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Me and Darlene are going halves on it. He's gonna absolutely love that. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I thought you had something with the Bellinger Yelich race right now. Mike Trout's just running away with it for the American League, so we got to cover something.
Yeah, because I tweeted something yesterday about how the pace that Bellinger and Yelich are on, they are, if both of them keep on pace, obviously only one of them can win MVP. Whichever one doesn't win is going to put together like one of the best non-MVP seasons of all time. So
For
I
sure.
wanted to give you some of the best non-MVP seasons of like the last 25 years. Come to find out, the early 2000s had a lot of like 48 home run, 130 RBI seasons that didn't win MVP because everyone was doing it.
Yeah.
So I picked some out from this decade.
That's like right past the steroid era.
Yeah. When pitching was still kind of like...
It's like not McGuire, Sosa, but still with fucking Bonds.
But we had a lot of power hitters in that time. We had Pujols at his prime. Ryan Howard had his 4-year run where he was insane.
Fielder, Ortiz.
Prince Fielder, David Ortiz. Like Adrian Gonzalez had a year where he hit 40
Yeah.
home runs. He finished like 8th in MVP voting.
There's a lot. It's not as common anymore for 40 home runs, I feel like. At least there was a stretch there, I think in like 2010 to 15 probably.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of big seasons, but I think overall home runs were going up. Like as
Yeah,
the
everyone
league.
was like more consistent, but there wasn't home run hitters as much.
Yeah, like a marquee.
Yeah.
Some I didn't want to, from not this decade, I wanted to mention. There was Adrian Beltre's 2004, where he had 200 hits, 48 home runs, 121 RBIs, 334 average, 1.017 OPS. Finished second to Barry Bonds, who had a 1.4 OPS. Had like the greatest season ever.
It's absurd, dude.
I will mention that hitting was just different back then, dude. And it's crazy because it's only 15 years ago. There were 7 players with an OPS over 1.
That's insane.
Just
Well,
in the MVP voting. And then
for
the NL.
just 7 in the NL?
Well, that's the top 7 MVP or top 6 MVP vote. Or no, 7. Top 7 MVP votes.
All had over.
And then if you go down
one.
to 16, Todd Helton had over 1. And if you look at the American League, they only had 1. And he finished 3rd, Manny Ramirez. Vladdy won that year. But Vladdy had a good year. It's just not great OPS wise.
That's a lot, but I feel like there's a pretty good amount right now with over a 1 OPS.
But at the end of the season, let's look at 2018's MVP voting results and see. Because I feel like there's only like 2. Yeah, last year in the NL there was 1, Yelich, and he had exactly a 1 OPS. And then in American League, there was 3, Mookie Betts, Mike Trout, and JD Martinez.
Damn.
So it's a different time, man. I don't know if there's probably some trend you can look at, but I mean, slugging percentage is probably the biggest one. There were higher slugging percentages back then than there is now.
Yeah, probably.
On base percentage, I don't know. Maybe there was more walks back then. It'd be nice to look at like a graph.
I'm telling you, the batting averages have just dropped because of the shift.
Yeah, but that, I mean, batting average does have an effect on OPS, but you could still walk, and you know what I mean? Batting average itself doesn't directly translate into OPS.
But what I'm saying is there's probably similar amounts of walks, just lower batting averages, so it's lowering the OPS.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably is the shift, honestly. I mean, you look at...
Because you're not getting as many, averages have lowered. It's harder to get 200 hits because they're taking hits away from people so consistently. So you're still slugging good because if you drive the fucking baseball in a gap, you're probably going to get a hit no matter what.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at getting like bloop singles.
See, the on-base percentage for all the guys in 2004, they all floated around 4... Beltray was actually the worst, 388, besides Bonds, who put it up a 60 on-base percentage, .609. They floated from 388 to 450, and if you look at last year, this is AL, 438, 460, 387, 402. So I guess, yeah, those not top-of-the-line guys, the not Mookie Betts and Mike Trout, they're down in like the 300s, 350s.
Yeah.
But I think slugging too, but it is because of the shift. I mean, the shift ruined Ryan Howard's career.
100%.
Dude, ruined Ryan Howard's career. I feel so bad for him.
Who was it last week that actually got a no bullshit bunt double?
Oh, it was Charlie Blackmon? No.
It was Matt fucking Carpenter?
Was it? I saw that. I don't remember who it was.
He bunted it and just fucking kept running and made it. It was a legitimate double off a bunt.
Yeah, the shifts are weird, but I don't know. We've talked about shifts before. You say the whole slap it to the other side, of the field. How hard can it be? But actually, one thing I didn't consider that I saw on Twitter, people were talking about it, is they pitch to these shifts too.
Oh, 100%.
So if you're shifting them to the right, a pull hitter,
you're going to get a lot of shit inside.
Yeah, inside, off speed. You're not going to throw them hard and away.
Yeah.
So it's hard to turn
Well, no, my take on it was just get fucking rid of the shift.
I know. I just don't know where you would draw the line. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, set
bro,
amount of people
on
this is where
space.
The shortstop plays. You get a 20-foot range, or however much.
I think if it were to happen, it would be not that. It would be you're allowed to have 2 people on each side of the base. That way you can still move your second baseman.
That's
you can
reasonable.
still move your shortstop, but you can't stack one side.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes you need like when they bring I love when they bring the outfielder into the infield when it's like a game, 2 out or 1 out and they can't let a ball go to the outfield. I love when they do that. It's cool.
I think that's reasonable.
Like, have you seen the one picture where the Dodgers lined up with like 5 people in between first and second base? It was like 5 years ago.
Seriously?
Yeah,
No.
It was at the end of the game. It was a pull hitter. And they literally had like 5 people in between first and second base.
Like if it hits this way, it's getting fucking knocked down. That's like an onside kick formation right there.
Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to go through all the best non-MVP seasons of this decade. Starting off with every year Mike Trout did not win the MVP.
Thank you.
Some of them were less strong than others. Some of them maybe don't belong with the best of the best because there are other great years that I left out. But every year has been strong for Trout.
His Donaldson year was probably a low one.
Let's see. So
Maybe
2012.
maybe his rookie year, but that was still insane.
2012, 30 home runs, 49 stolen bases, most of his career.
Yeah, that's probably what the stolen bases really lifted up.
He hit 326.
Yeah.
963 OPS. So actually one of his worst OPSs of his career. 83 RBIs. Not a lot of RBIs. Good year. Came second to Miggy, who I think won the Triple Crown that year. So you can't argue that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The next season, they started walking him more. He put up 110 walks, led the league. Still had 27 home runs, 97 RBIs, 323 average, 988 OPS. So another great year, but when I read you these other years, that one isn't like as high up.
That's insane. He had 27 home runs that year. He has 22 right now.
Yeah. He's become more of a power hitter. That's what I'm saying. Like, these years, they're good, but some of them, the ones on this list, are insane.
Yeah.
2015, which I think is the Donaldson year, might be his best non-MVP year, or last year. He had 41 home runs, only 90 RBIs, 92 walks, 11 stolen bases. He hit 299, but he had a 590 slugging, 991 OPS. Led the league in OPS and slugging. Came second because his team can't make the playoffs.
Fuck you.
And then MVP the next year, and then he got hurt in 2017, but was putting up like historic. Hit 33 home runs in 114 games.
If he would have played the full season, he would have won it.
Yeah, and then last year hit 39 home runs, only 79 RBIs.
Wait, who won it in 17?
Altuve.
Oh, that's right.
Because I have a 2017 player on here. 2018, last year, he hit 39 home runs, but only 79 RBIs. I feel like he might have beat Mookie if he had like that big 100 RBI, number that writers love to see.
Probably because they bumped him up to the 2 spot.
Yeah,
I think starting
and
that
your
year.
team sucks.
Yeah, that
at least did
league,
last year.
That, factors into it.
1.088 OPS, 122 walks, finished second, and then this year he's,
Otherworldly.
going on pace. He's going to win the MVP.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know if there's anyone in the discussion. There's not even a Donaldson or Betts where it's like, well, this guy's on a playoff team. You have to give it to him. Austin Meadows. Is he still doing good? But
no, there's no way they give it to fucking Austin
I know.
Meadows
I was just trolling because the one All-Star conversation we had.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know.
I'm looking
pitcher,
right
maybe?
now. I'm looking
Is there like a really good pitcher? Chris Sale?
No one who's dominating. Tommy LaStella might make a run for it.
Oh, my God.
I mean, no. George Springer, 308.
Was
17.
doing good, but he's been hurt. He was like the favorite early on.
Yeah, that's probably like the best stats. But besides that, Trout's hitting 299, 22 home runs, 56. I think he leads the league in every single category besides like batting average right now.
American
Stolen
League.
base. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they said it was like on base, slugging, OPS, runs,
about-
RBIs.
What about the Triple Crown stats? Is he leading those?
He has runs and RBIs, not batting average.
It's batting average, home runs, RBIs.
Oh, yeah, home runs is what I meant. He has home runs and RBIs.
He's
I think
Polanco.
batting average is legit the only thing he doesn't fucking have right now.
299. It's so weird. I mean, he is getting walked a lot, so that's why his batting average is lower, but he's never been like a super high average guy.
He always hovers around 300.
Yeah, it's good, but he's never been, like a 350, what you would expect with how good the rest of his stats are. But that shows that batting average is flawed.
Yeah, he's also putting up like a 1.1 fucking OPS right now. So
maybe they should adjust the
Triple Crown should be home runs, RBIs, OPS.
Yeah.
It's my bold take.
I'd be okay with it. Anyways, the other great non-MVP seasons. I had Aaron Judge's 2017. He had a great year. Rookie year, nonetheless. Had the same WAR as Altuve, 8.1. 155 games. He only had 154 hits because he walked 127 times.
Reasonable.
52 home runs, which is unheard of in this decade, so that's why. 114 RBIs. He still hit 280. He had an OPS over 1.049. Second best OPS in the league behind Mike Trout, but Mike Trout wasn't qualified, so best OPS in the league. How Aaron Judge didn't win this award, I don't know. I don't remember at the time being outraged that Aaron Judge didn't win the award. I remember being like, yeah, Altuve deserves to win. But looking back at the numbers, how didn't Aaron Judge win this award?
Jose Altuve, man.
Yeah, Altuve has 32 stolen bases.
What year? Well, I guess it
the
doesn't
year they
matter.
won the World Series.
Yeah, I was going to say they vote before the World Series, though.
But the Yankees made the playoffs, too. They
Yeah.
played each other in the LCS.
I mean, I think that factored into it then.
What?
People didn't know that, but they obviously were like, the Astros are better. Altuve wins. And they got it right.
But these stats weren't even close. Altuve had him in hits.
Maybe Altuve had better like advanced stats for defense.
They had the same WAR, though.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
if you combine their hits and their walks, yeah, Judge has him beat. Altuve has 262, and Judge has 262. Judge has 262. Judge has 281. 281.
I don't know.
I did that all in my math. So
I'm fine with it, though.
But yeah, if you combine their hits and their walks, Judge is better. And Altuve had 50 more hits, but that's because all the walks. He had twice as many home runs, 33 more RBIs. I don't get it. More runs, worse batting average. Altuve did hit 346, and maybe that's why there's a lot of old school writers who still look at batting average. And when you have a guy who hits 346, they're like, we can't not give it to that guy.
That's probably what it was. That's so high for fucking nowadays.
Yeah. But still.
Probably if you have something that's... Well, I mean, with that...
He still had a better on-base percentage.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I was going to say, with that, though, like, guys don't do that nowadays. Guys don't hit 50 home runs anymore either.
Yeah.
So.
Aaron Judge, 2017. Then we're going all the way back to 2011. I only have 4 years on this.
Ooh, 2011? A National League?
Yep.
Matt Kemp.
Yep.
Dude was a fucking monster. He should have won that
Still bitter
year.
about this.
He should have won that year over Ryan Braun.
Matt Kemp, 8 WAR, had a better WAR. Didn't really calculate WAR, I feel like, back then. I feel like WAR didn't really start coming until like 5-6 years ago. More games played. Played 161 games.
Damn.
Fun fact, the Dodgers only played 161 games that year. Because there was like a rain out and it didn't matter for the playoffs, so they just never made it up. Or something.
Really?
Yeah, something like that. And I'll tell you why I know that. He had more runs, 115 opposed to Braun's 109. More hits, 195 opposed to 187. More home runs, 39 opposed to 33. 126 RBIs, more than Braun's 111. More stolen bases, 40. So he had 39 home runs and 40 stolen bases. He would have joined the 40-40 club.
He was one shy of it, right?
Yeah, 1 home run shy, and they only played 161 games.
Ooh. They should have fucking played it for him.
With how many games? With, you know, it's not a guarantee he hits a home run, but you give him that one extra game and he knows he's about to be a 40-40 guy. He's
wins
swinging
the
for the
MVP
fences.
award.
There's only been four 40-40 seasons in baseball history. He would have been the 5th. He was 1 home run away. That's how good he was that year.
Mike Trout hasn't even done that.
Yeah. So he had a better... his batting average was 8 points lower. He had a better on-base percentage, a slightly worse slugging, and his OPS was 8 points less.
But
So they were identical. Yeah. And his slugging was not 11 points less. So it's not even like, he was... Yeah, it was. He should have won that award, and I think it's because I think the Brewers might have been a playoff team that year, and the Dodgers weren't. I don't know.
I remember that, though. I remember
me.
you being fucking outraged that he
Yeah,
didn't
because I
win.
loved Kemp,
I agreed
dude.
with you. That was the year Kemp hit all those fucking Oppo home runs, isn't it?
I don't know. I just remember he was a god.
I know there's one year where he just hit like 30 fucking home runs to right field.
He was a god. That's
So
all
weird.
I can remember. And then I had a pair of 2010ers too. I might go through some of these old seasons too.
Let's hear 'em.
I don't know. We're doing a lot of baseball. I had Miguel Cabrera's 2010. This was the year Josh Hamilton won. And Josh Hamilton again had a high batting average, but Miggy had a worse WAR, and that's probably because defense, but again, they didn't really look at defense.
Mm-hmm.
111 runs, 180 hits. He hit 38 home runs, 126 RBIs, 89 walks. He hit 328 with a 1.042 OPS.
Miggy did?
Yeah. So Miggy had more home runs, more RBIs, more walks, less hits, more runs. He had a worse batting average by 30 points, but he had a better on-base percentage.
That's probably what did it. They probably looked at batting average.
And his slugging was 11 points lower than Josh Hamilton, and his OPS was 2 points lower. So, I mean, great year. You could really make the case for either guy, so I'm not too outraged, especially considering Hamilton played 133 games and was pretty close to Miggy in home run totals. And they're both power hitters, but still a great year nonetheless. And then we had Albert Pujols in 2010, who lost to Joey Votto. Hit 42 home runs, 118 RBIs, 103 walks, 312 average, 1.011 OPS.
Dude, can you... A 312 average with 42 home runs.
But Votto hit 320 with 37 and 113. So he was close. They were both good years, you know.
That's just insane to me. Someone hits fucking 312 right now, which would fucking lead the league, I think, right now. Plus
No,
42
Bellinger's
home
hitting
runs.
350.
American League. Oh, he was on the Cardinals then, though. So it would have been National League.
Yeah, Votto had a 13 better OPS. Votto had, it was a close year. Pujols had the better WAR, but like we said, they didn't really look at WAR.
Well, I'm just saying it's insane that they're putting up those numbers and don't win fucking MVP.
Yeah. There were some more. I got to go back to like 2005, 2006. I'm going to go on my document and undo all my...
Were those Barry Bonds?
No, it was like right after the Bonds. Oh, crap. Hold on. Let me copy and paste my Bellinger and Yelich projection so I could tell you what they're projecting towards.
You go ahead and look this stuff up. I got a piece. We're going to have a cut here.
I have to pee too, Ty. What a coinkadink. And we are back. We are not going to go back to older seasons because we're running a little long. I do want to tell you the projections for Bellinger and Yelich, though. Again, these are projections, and I calculated them to 150 games played because both of them have missed games already, so they can't play 162. Bellinger is on pace, if he plays 150 games, for 50 home runs, 125 RBIs, 194 hits, and a 12.9 WAR on Baseball Reference, which I think will go down as like one of the best WARs on Baseball Reference of all time. I could probably look that up if I really wanted to.
He is trending down right now, but just going off of what he's already done.
He was trending down, but over the last week, he's actually trending back up.
He's leveling out. But he ain't going at that 400 pace he was to start the season.
I don't know. If we look at the last 7 days, he might be hitting 400 over the last 7 days. I'm telling you, Ty. You said yourself you don't follow a lot of Dodgers.
Well, I follow Bellinger.
He's hitting 368 the last 7 days.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
he's going back up.
He's fine.
But he's been trending down the past month.
Last 28 days, he's still hitting 292.
Exactly. That's 100 points lower than he was to start the season.
Yeah, but he's past that.
He's going back to 400 hitter.
I want to look up the best WAR season of all time, but I'm not subscribed to the Baseball Reference Play Index. I've subscribed for days to do it, but it costs money.
Rip.
Because you can look at it's so cool. It's like this stat thing. You can look up like anything. Like remember that tweet I had about if Ryu did this, he would have like the best month in base. That's what I used for that. Like you have to put in a bunch of qualifications and everything. Yeah. And it does all the work for you.
Make your website pay for it.
I could just pay for it myself and make it a tax write-off.
Huh? Do that.
It's like $30 for the year.
That's work related.
But I've bought like 3 days and they were $2 each, and I was like, shoot, I already bought like 1/5 of a year for 3 days. Yelich is on pace for better, but I will note that Yelich is probably not going to play 150 games because he's already missed 10 games ish. They've played like 75 ish. He's only has 67 games. So he's missed more games.
He was probably out doing charity work or something those days, Jay.
He has the same amount. He has like very similar stats to Bellinger, but he has like 3 less games played. Or no, he has 5 less games played. So his projections are higher. He's on pace for 60 home runs, 130 RBIs, 192 hits, and a 10.1 wins above replacement.
Also insane.
So you figure if, they're not, I doubt both of them are hit 50 home runs. I'd be surprised if one of them probably will hit 50, I think. It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
I think maybe Bellinger. I don't think Yelich will.
You think Yelich will calm down?
I think Yelich finishes in like 43, 44 range.
He's got more right now, but
I don't think he can keep it up. He's not a power hitter build. I don't know how the fuck he's doing it. Bellinger at least looks like he's swinging for the fucking fence every time.
Yeah. But still, just if they do both, keep going how they're going, that's 2 guys with 50 home runs, 125 RBIs, and a 10 WAR, and you can't give one of them the MVP.
Insane.
And you figure if Trout goes on his pace and he puts together the year he's on pace for, I don't have the stats to prove this, and I didn't do any research. I just thought of this claim right now. This might be the best year ever for the top 3 players in the league.
Possibly, because Trout's fucking insane this year.
And
then we have both of them in the National League.
It's way too early to talk about this, but Hyunjin Ryu is how you pronounce his name, but I've always called him Ryu. He's on pace for historical freaking numbers.
He's been dominating.
He's got a 1.26 ERA.
Yeah, there's a really good chance.
17 strikeout to walk ratio.
I hate to say this, but there's a really good chance Dodgers get Cy Young and MVP by 2 different players.
There's a good chance that Ryu could have like one of the best seasons ever and be the 3rd MVP guy, and that might be the 4 best players.
What if Ryu just goes on a tear and both Yelich and Bellinger don't get MVP?
I don't know what it would take to surpass both of them, but Ryu's been on fire. Knock on wood, man. And he was great last year when he pitched.
Because that would be fucking insane if you had 2 of those seasons that don't get MVP.
And I know Ryu's not going to be a Dodger next year because he's in a contract year, and they're not going to sign him. He's 32. Some team's going to offer him $200 million after this kind of season he'll have. You know what I mean? Maybe not $200 million, but
definitely see the Angels throwing a contract
I
his
could
way.
see Ryu being an Angel.
We need starting pitching. You're too old.
You tap into our Asian market.
100%.
I think he's got another 2-3 years to him, but he's injury prone too. So
I could see us tossing him like a 4 to 5 year contract though.
But yeah, that's insane how good they've been. And it's fun. It's fun to have like a good MVP race. I'd
agree with that.
It's fun
it's boring in the American League right now.
Well, it's fun too when you have 2 playoff teams.
I mean, Shohei's heating up, but
oh my god, whatever. Because before with Trout, with his MVP runs with his competition, it's always been well, who's the playoff team? You know what I mean? I don't like when that's the deciding factor. I like if they're both playoff guys and they're both
it's just
doing
straight
insane.
Up. Who's the better player?
And I think Yelich would win because I think Yelich is still America's sweetheart.
Oh, 100%. I love me some Yelich.
I wonder how Bellinger's going to look historically if he hits 50 home runs. I think the way we decide
this is they both go to the home run derby. Whoever wins the home run derby.
I don't want Bellinger in the home run derby, dude.
I hope he goes.
I don't want him in the home run derby.
I hope he goes because I could care less if he has a second half slump. He probably won't because I feel like he just swings for the fucking fence anyways, but
I got to do one more stat.
It also makes me laugh that everyone says, like, oh, this messes up their swings and stuff. But, like, you talk to players, and they're like, we literally do that the last round of BP, like, every single fucking day.
It messes up his swing, bro.
Like, they literally do that before each game. They probably have a good round of
he
fucking
gets
swing
tired,
for the
though,
fence.
because you do it more in the home run derby. The
You
last
do it
round,
more,
you take,
yeah.
like, 8 swings. So here's a fun fact for you, Ty. I can't look at the exact names because I don't subscribe to the... So the play index, it'll show you your list, but it won't show you... Like on this list, it's not showing me the top 9 players. It's not showing me their names. It's showing me their home run totals. If Bellinger hits 50 home runs this year, he will have, Parker's whining, 114, I want to say, 88 plus 26, 12, yeah, 114 home runs through his first 3 years. That'd be tied for the most all-time through a player's first 3 seasons.
Fuck.
With 2 people whose names I do not know because I do not subscribe. But they both have 114.
That's insane.
Yeah. Bellinger, man. Historical.
He's a fucking monster.
You know who else is a monster, Ty? The Monstars.
I was going to make that joke. I thought you were just going to say Anthony Davis, and I was going to switch it up, and I'm proud of you.
We got Space Jam. They cast the Space Jam movie starring LeBron James. There's a little bit of a stay woke that LeBron's using Space Jam to circumvent the NBA salary cap.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
So he's paying these free agents, here's 20 mil for a movie, and then take only a 20 mil contract with the Lakers. Maybe.
Wasn't Clay
He's been
a free
rumored.
agent?
He is a free agent. He's been rumored to the Lakers, but I don't know.
So, hot take here. He signed him on to this movie. Clay was going to sign with the Lakers, and now he's injured, and he's fucked. And
I'm surprised. Okay, so the cast, we have LeBron, Anthony Davis, Clay, Lillard, and 2 WNBA players who Tyler did not write the name down because he could not pronounce them. I will try my best to pronounce them.
Yeah, you do that. And then they said there's also other players and like a couple other WNBA players with smaller roles too.
Yeah, so I hope this website doesn't have an autoplay video.
Also, we didn't say it, but it came out after Anthony Davis is on the Lakers.
Yeah.
Hasn't actually happened, but it's been confirmed.
What?
That hasn't actually been... The trade hasn't gone into effect.
Well, there's
yet.
the whole kicker nonsense and everything. But I think they have a specific deadline they have to wait to.
That's what I'm saying. There's a deadline, but it's already been
I think accepted. I saw something that Woj tweeted that because the Hawks traded like their picks to the Pelicans or something, and then that they might loop the Hawks into the deal to push it back so the trade kicker, or maybe AD just doesn't accept the trade kicker. I don't know if he could do that. Either way, I don't think the Lakers should sign a third max guy because if they use all their remaining salary cap on one guy, they're going to have a roster full of like 7 people and not even 7 people, but like 4 decent ones, and then they have to bring in a bunch of veteran minimums guys. Yeah. They'd be better off just bringing in some role players.
If we're being honest though, fuck it, do that. Have a small roster because how many actually play in the playoffs?
Yeah, but then you have a Warrior situation where, you know what I mean?
Someone gets hurt, but still, dude. If you look at the playoffs, they only play like 7-8 players in the playoffs.
I'd rather see them get like Pat Beverly defensively, a defensive guy, maybe like a JJ Redick, a shooter, a cheaper center.
So do you think deeper teams win playoffs, or do you think teams with fucking 3-star players?
You have to be lucky. You know what I mean? But you can win with 2-star players. The Raptors just proved you can win with 1. Because they were deep, and every day someone stepped up. I mean, with the Lakers specifically, I think Anthony Davis and LeBron is enough where you don't need a 3rd star.
That's probably true, yeah. Especially with the way they each play.
Yeah.
It's not like you have, fucking, like, the Rockets, where you have Chris Paul and James Harden, who are both very
polar
good.
opposites.
Yeah, but they're both, point guard, shooting guard, so it's not going to fucking do anything. LeBron basically plays point guard. I know he's a small forward, but he takes the ball up court every fucking time. So
the WNBA stars Diana Taurasi, and then sisters Chinny and Naneka Akwamiki. I'm so sorry. I know I pronounced that wrong.
I wasn't even going to try it.
I'm surprised Clay's on it, to be honest. He doesn't seem like a movie guy. He seems like the kind of guy that would just laugh if you offered him.
I mean, whatever.
He's going to be I feel like he's going to be so bad. Oh, yeah, Damian Lillard. I didn't even mention Damian Lillard. Yeah. That'll be fun.
Especially after his big-time meme that came out this year.
Yeah, that'd be the. How much you want to bet? What's the odds of them doing that meme in the movie?
It's
like him
something.
hitting a shot and staring at the camera like
that. Yeah, going off that though, me and Jason have decided to draft our baseball and football
Space Jam teams to play basketball.
Yeah, playing basketball,
Monstars.
but we have to choose baseball players and football players for each respective
Well, our
team.
teams are playing each other, not the Monstars. Because you're going to vote on Twitter at Within Lines Pod. We're going to make a nice little Photoshop graphic. You're going to vote on the team. So even if you're not listening to the podcast right now, you're going to see it on Twitter. Which doesn't really make sense because you wouldn't hear that if you weren't listening to the podcast.
I don't know what you just said, but yes.
So yeah, we're building a football and a baseball team, 5-on-5.
So we're definitely
and we need the listeners to determine who's better. Tyler's did a lot of preparation. He has like 12 players listed that he wants. I have
That
zero.
was mostly just me thinking of fun people because fuck it.
I have no prep. I'm going off the top of my head.
We are going to choose one player for each position, 1 through 5 on the court.
Yep.
So if we get fucked up and there's no centers left, that's just fucking the way the cookie crumbles, you know?
Do you want to go first or second?
We're going to do snake draft here.
Okay.
Heads or tails, Jay?
Just, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay. Going first. We're doing baseball, right?
We're doing baseball
I just
first.
had a bright light in my head of who
okay.
to pick. And I think it's cheating, and this isn't my official pick because I know you'll refute it. Would I be allowed to pick baseball player Michael Jordan?
No.
Dang it.
I went off of current players only.
Okay, well, I have one player in my mind that he's not current, but he's current enough where you're going to allow it, and you'll understand.
Okay.
So with my first pick, I'm not going to pick this guy. Who am I going to pick, Ty? I probably should have done some prep.
Oh, yeah, that's why I did it, because it's hard sitting here like, ooh, who would be good here? That's why I got a little
I'm going to go at
list
the
ready.
center position, start it big, the biggest player in baseball, to my knowledge, Aaron Judge.
That's fine. I'm also going to go with the center.
Okay.
You know what? No, I'm not, Jason. I'm going to go complete opposite of you. Smallest player in baseball, Jose Altuve, is going to run point for me.
Okay, a little quick, running through
Short,
people's
got some
legs.
dribbles, passing the ball around.
Okay.
Are you writing this down? I was going to write it down.
I was writing mine down.
I'll write mine down. That's fine.
So I got Aaron Judge as center.
Point
You
guard,
got another pick.
Jose Altuve. With my second pick, Jason, the greatest athlete on the face of the earth, Mike Trout's going to be playing shooting guard for me.
Okay. Mike Trout played basketball in high school. I think he was pretty good.
No bullshit. I think he was like a all-state type player.
I'm going...
You got two picks here.
Basketball's a game of shooting. You want someone who could put the ball where it's supposed to go.
Sure.
And listen, listeners. Listen, Linda. You want someone who could throw the ball, put the ball exactly where you want it.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Who's the best at baseball and putting the ball exactly where you want it, Ty?
Pitchers.
Which pitcher? I legitimately don't know. I'm asking you.
Well, I'm not going to help you. I got an idea.
I know Hyunjin Ryu has the best walk to strikeout ratio because I literally just mentioned it. But I feel like people on Twitter, they're not going to resonate with Ryu. They're not going to understand the logic. So I need someone who is a big name and, they'll understand. I'm going to go with him. He's a tough guy. He just broke his nose.
Grit. Ooh, that's exactly who I was thinking.
He's got 2 colored eyes. Where's he going to play?
Man's a crazy man. He's pretty tall.
Is he tall?
He's a fairly tall guy. I want to say he's 6 foot plus.
That's a good question. He is 6'3". 6'3".
I feel like that's a Ford.
No,
Small
he's
forward,
gonna
power
be
forward.
my 2 guard. You know why? Because he's gonna do the old Flint Tropics trick of staring into the guards as they come up the court. He says, "Don't look into my eyes." That's what he's gonna do.
I can't argue it, Jay.
Well, I'm gonna go with Max Scherzer as my shooting guard. He's gonna be shooting because he can locate.
Twitter's gonna be looking at this and they're gonna see Trout on Scherzer, and I don't think Scherzer's getting a point.
Scherzer can score. I don't know if. Well, you don't think Scherzer could score? He's just gonna,
I don't think
come off a screen.
I think you're putting someone up against Trout. He needs to be athletic, and pitchers usually are not athletic. But we'll let Twitter decide. Jason, who's your third pick?
With my third pick, it's a little bit of hometown bias, but he's tall, he's lanky as hell,
Can't argue it.
and that's what you see in basketball players, especially at this position.
Kike Hernandez.
Absolutely not. I'm going to go with Cody Bellinger at power forward because he's tall. He's like 6'4".
I can't argue. I had him on my list at that position.
How many lanky-ass power forwards do you see in the NBA?
Plenty.
He gets those. He's a shooting power forward. He gets those arms up.
He's a little
wet.
white Kevin
Teardrop.
Garnett.
Yeah. Kevin Durant, you mean? Or he
No.
could be Kevin Durant. No, he's Kevin Durant.
Okay, that's fine. I'd stand by Garnett. Dude had like a giant wingspan.
Cody Bellinger as my power. Cody Bellinger and Aaron Judge, the two rookie sweethearts from 2 years ago.
All
That's
right.
my backcourt, front court.
That's fine,
Front
Jason.
court. No, small forward's also front court.
I got 2 picks here now. I need a power forward, a shooting. I need a small forward, power forward,
Center.
and a center.
Yep.
With my third pick, Jason, I'm looking here. I got 2 guys in mind. Who do you have as your?
My center?
No, you just put Bellinger as
I
your
got
power
Bellinger,
forward?
yeah, as my forward.
Okay. We're going with a true athlete here to beat him at power forward.
okay. Did you know Bellinger, I saw a stat the other day, he has the fastest sprint speed on hustle plays or something.
You know what, Jason? That's awesome. That's great. How hard can he throw a baseball?
That's a good question. Probably pretty hard. He's gunned a few people out at home.
I'm sure he can throw it hard, but not as hard as the guy I'm thinking of. This guy can
I'll
also
probably look that up.
hit a ball farther than Bellinger as well. He's a two-way player.
Oh my god.
He's absolutely dominant, and he's going to dominate Cody Bellinger
Nope.
at power forward. Shohei Ohtani.
He don't got the elbow, bro. Bellinger will just poke his fingers into his elbow and he'll start crying.
A shorter Yao Ming, but also from Japan instead of China.
Do you think in our graphic we should put like their height next to their name, like their height and their weight?
Yeah, no, let's stat it up.
Okay. Because they're the same height, Bellinger and Ohtani. They're both 6'4".
That's a great matchup then by me. Now I need a shooting small forward and a center.
I guarantee they're similar weight. As you talk, I'm gonna tell you if they're similar weight.
They're probably pretty fair matchup.
Ohtani's 203, Bellinger's 210, according to Google.
I have a couple of choices for my small forward, so I'm gonna go with my center instead. You chose Judge.
Yes.
There's only one man on the fucking face of the planet who can stare him in the eyes, and it's his teammate, Giancarlo Stanton.
6'6", Giancarlo Stanton. Yep. I knew you were gonna pick that.
I had both of them down for centers. Whoever you chose, I was choosing the other one.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. So Stanton's 6'6", Judge is 6'7". So
Yeah, but Stanton's fucking yoked, and you know it. Judge has just got like dummy strength, but Stanton looks like he lives in the fucking gym.
All right, so my final 2 picks to round out my team. You know, I'm gonna save my best pick for last. Ross Stripling, you're not gonna pick to this team. Sorry, buddy.
I thought about getting him, but I was like, nah.
Small forward or point guard?
I got plenty of options for small forward.
I got
guys, so-
logic. Small forward, it's not gonna be anyone you picked.
Okay.
And you're gonna laugh at my pick, but I'm gonna save him for last. Point guard. So point guard, I need someone that could take the ball up the court, play unselfishly, and make his teammates better. That sounds like a catcher to me. I feel like catchers make their teammates better, and they distribute the ball more than anyone. They got to throw it back to the pitcher every time. They got to throw it to second base. They got to throw it to third base. The only problem is catchers are unathletic.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an athletic catcher that would be worth picking, Tyler? That's the question. And because I didn't prepare, that's a legitimate question, not me just trying to expand my answer. I don't know. Buster Posey feels a little old.
Maybe not.
Oh, this is tough.
I got a lot of options for fucking small forward here. I don't know who I want.
This is tough, Ty. I really should have prepared beforehand because I have no idea, and I don't even know if my catcher logic makes sense. There's not really any quick catchers, is there?
No, catchers is probably the slowest position on the baseball.
All right, we're not going to go that. We're going to go someone quick. Distribute the baseball. Who's someone that's quick that can distribute the basketball, get his team going, be a leader? I need a leader in this position who's also fast. I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Why don't you switch it up? You said you already know your other pick.
Because I want to save the best for last, Ty. I'm looking up fastest players in MLB 2019.
It's probably like Billy Hamilton,
Yeah, Billy Hamilton's up there, but I don't want to pick Billy Hamilton.
D. Gordon.
Yeah, D. Gordon's up there
It's
too.
the one Buxton.
Buxton's also right there. Someone who makes their teammates better. You know what? I know who I'm going to go with. He's flashy. He can make the flashy passes.
Okay.
And he's quick. He's the quickest player on the Chicago Cubs, according to MLB.com.
Okay, that was one of my options probably.
For point guard, we're going with Javi Baez.
That's fine.
He's flashy.
He was on my list, but I wanted Altuve and Trout over him.
He's flashy. He can make the plays. He makes his teammate better just from being there. He's 6 foot, so he's not a shorty. He's going to post up on Altuve. He's going to get a little physical.
I kind of regret my Altuve pick, but I stand by it.
And then at small forward, you need someone who could do a little bit of everything. And there is only one player who can do a little bit of everything.
That's Shohei Ohtani, but continue.
No, even better than Shohei Ohtani. You'll understand. Like I said, he's technically not a player right now, but he's so recently a player that you're going to allow it. It's the man. It's the myth legend. I don't know why I said it like that. I went to space them all out, and then I combined myth and legend. I'm going to go with Bartolo Colon at my small forward position.
I love it, but I just won this competition.
Nope, people love Bartolo Colon, my friend.
Not in sporting events, they don't.
People love...
He just as a character.
Hey.
He hit one dinger.
He hit a dinger. Has Shohei Ohtani ever hit a home run in the same game in which he started? Didn't think so. There's a stat for you.
I can't argue that. All right, Jason.
He can do a little bit of everything.
I just need my small forward to finish off baseball. We still have football to do, so I'm just going to throw it out there real quick. Real obvious pick. The LeBron of baseball at this moment, besides Mike Trout, Christian Yelich at small forward.
You're ridiculous. Cody Bellinger, but...
Christian Yelich at small forward.
All right, well, that's our teams. So I got Baez, Scherzer. I got 2 pitchers. That might be bad. Do you have any pitchers?
Nope.
You got Shohei.
Oh, yeah, I got Shohei.
I got Baez, Scherzer, Cologne, Bellinger, and Judge.
I got Altuve, Trout, Yelich, Ohtani, and Stanton. That looks like a fucking powerhouse team
Who do you have again?
Altuve, Trout, Yelich, Ohtani, Stanton.
Okay.
In that order. We're moving on to football.
All right, you could go first since I went first on the last
one. All right,
one.
my number 1 overall pick. Who do I want here? I don't know. Football was so much harder for me.
Really? I feel like it's easier because they're like similar builds. You know?
I guess, but I don't know.
I know one of my picks, but he's old.
I am going to put this on there. You threw Bartolo Colon out there?
Go for it.
Rob Gronkowski's my power forward.
Go for it. You can have it.
I need me some Gronk. Because not only is he going to dominate on the court, he's going to be hyping people up on the bench too. Mm-hmm. That's Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, no, go for it. I would have picked him too, so.
All right. Jason, you now have 2 picks. You're on the clock.
Okay, I had a point guard come to mind, and he might not be in your list, but I'm going to pick him anyways because I actually had one that came to mind. So as we said, we need a point guard that could bring the ball up. He makes his team better. He's got to be athletic. Mm-hmm. You know, quarterbacks, they're distributing, so that's a point guard as a quarterback. Now we need a quarterback that's athletic enough.
Yep. And
I'm going to pick one. He's a true competitor. I don't think he's that tall, but it's all right. He's 6'1", so that's actually not too bad. It's not Lamar Jackson. It's not Russell Wilson. I'm going to go Baker Mayfield. I feel like the people love Baker Mayfield.
I wanted me Baker Mayfield.
People love Baker Mayfield so much that he has better MVP odds than Phillip Rivers next year. How ridiculous is that?
That's pretty reasonable. Baker Mayfield's a fucking star.
Ridiculous.
I wanted Baker Mayfield. He was toward near the top of my list. When I thought we were just choosing teams and not drafting, I had Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield is my point guard.
Can't argue it, Jay. I just can't do it.
Okay, here. I was going to pick Antonio Gates because Antonio Gates is the whole, he used to be a basketball player. He gave birth to that whole used to be a basketball player movement.
Okay.
But he's 37 years old.
No, he ain't going to do too good on basketball court no more. Those knees probably aren't what they used to be. I know that for a fact. I've watched Charger games the last season.
Hey, he still gets down there.
He has like one route that he can do and it just works.
Yeah, because he's freaking Antonio Gates.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying he ain't as athletic as he used to be.
There's not a lot of tall football players, and understandably so, because you can't really be super tall, you know what I mean, in football, because you're getting hit. And
oh, yeah.
So I kind of want to pick, my center next, because there's not a lot of height. But I'm looking at the list of the tallest players in the NFL, and there's just no one that really sticks out. All the tallest players is also people no one cares about. So I think I got to go with like a tight end.
Okay.
You know who I'm going to go with?
Who you going with, Jay?
He's also a little old. I'm going to put him at my center position because he knows how to do something. And I know he knows how to do something. I know what you're talking about. He once made a whole field goal post crooked.
Yep.
From dunking the football. We're going to go with Jimmy Graham at center.
I love it.
Parker's really barking. Is he okay?
I'm going to go check on him in a minute.
I hope he's okay. Jimmy Graham at center position.
Jimmy Graham.
Yep.
As your center?
Yep. He's a little old too, but oh well.
That's fine. I have someone, I'm thinking the Shaq strategy here for center. I'm thinking of someone who's a fucking, was it Shaq Big Diesel or some shit like that?
I think so.
This man, no one can stop him. He's going to back that ass up right underneath the rim and just get a nice little two-handed dunk going on.
Okay.
Aaron Donald's my center.
Okay, he's a little short. A little short. But I respect it.
I just don't see how anyone can stop that man when he posts
I mean, he's
up.
only 6 foot tall.
I don't understand how anyone can stop that man when he's backing up. How tall is Jimmy Graham? 6'3"? But he's 6'3".
That's a good question. 6'7".
Fuck. You know what, Jason? I'm going to, on the fly here, just switch my Aaron Donald and Gronk.
Okay.
I already drafted him, but Gronk's going to be my center because he's taller.
You know, you literally said before the podcast that I couldn't do that, but whatever, I'll let it slide.
I never once said that.
You
no,
said,
fine.
like-
No, just leave them where they are. Just leave them where they are.
I will.
Because it doesn't faze me, Jason. Because at my point guard, you chose a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I can't argue that.
I know you can't.
Because quarterbacks have good vision. You know who else has good vision on a football field, Jason?
Phillip Rivers?
The running back.
Okay.
The running back has to see lanes that no one else sees.
Yeah.
They usually run through them. In basketball, they're going to be passing through those lanes.
Okay.
Now, what else does a point guard need? He needs some handles, Jay. He needs to be able to do a little whippy-wop, cross people up, get to the rim.
Yep.
Alvin Kamara.
Okay.
No-brainer for my point guard.
Okay. I feel like
He's
you should have
short.
got a better running back, but
There isn't a better running back in the NFL, Jason.
Todd Gurley? Ever heard of him?
Again. No, I think he was legitimately in the preseason shit. Gurley was ranked like the 5th.
Well, that's because his knees
Exactly.
all messed up.
So I don't want a messed up knee on my football team. I want a young star.
Was Melvin Gordon ahead of Alvin Kamara?
I don't think he was. Alvin Kamara was second. There was only one person above Kamara.
Zeke?
Barkley.
Saquon? Really?
Yeah, I think that's who. I think that was ESPN.
I just forgot how to say Saquon. Saquon.
Saquon Barkley.
Okay. So I need a shooting guard, small forward, and power forward.
Yes, sir.
So power forward, I want another tall boy, because you're gonna get physical with Gronk. I'm gonna get physical with my power forward.
Okay.
Some would call him the Gronk of the defense.
Okay.
That's some people being me, and you'll understand why. I'm gonna go with J.J. Watt at power forward.
I can't argue that. I didn't even fucking think of him. That's a great pick.
J.J. Watt and Rob Gronkowski are like, if I could have a perfect moment where you just had like final moment of the game, games on the line, you know, they're both a little out of their primes, obviously, both in their primes. I'd want to see.
One's retired.
Yeah. Imagine that. Games on the line, Super Bowl, even though they're both in the AFC. You got Gronk running at like the 3-yard line, and the only player that's trying to stop him from getting on the goal line stand, is J.J. Watt. And they just have to Oklahoma
I'd
drill,
love to see it.
duke it out.
I'd love to see it.
I would pay $20 pay-per-view to watch Rob Gronkowski and J.J. Watt do Oklahoma drills for half an hour.
I'd pay you. I'd be right there next to you like, hey, how much you need?
We'd split it.
Yeah, I'd pitch in.
So
I feel like Rob Gronkowski and J.J. Watt are like, if you took one person and then you like split them in half and like, okay, this is the jackass side of you and this is the good, well-behaved side, because they look similar too.
they're like they're twins that got split at birth,
Yes,
and one got the
100%.
nice family and one got like the party family. Like, what's that movie with Lindsay Lohan?
I don't fucking know.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I probably not. I know what you're saying though.
It's a twin. Oh my god, what's it called? Riley's
Oh, is it
probably
fucking
the Parent
Parent
Trap.
Trap?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the Parent Trap. J.J. Watt and Rob Gronkowski.
Jesus.
I mean, J.J. Watt's 6'5". How much you want to bet Rob Gronkowski's 6'5"? I will laugh my ass off if he's 6'5".
Oh, this guy's
he's 6'6".
Oh, fuck.
But J.J. Watt is my power forward.
All right, Jay.
I really liked your running back logic about lanes, trying to find the lanes. But here's the thing. You said they're going to be passing in the lanes. I feel like you still need a player to cut through those lanes, and that's when a running back becomes, useful.
They're
It's to
just
cut
running-
through the lanes.
They need visions to see court lanes that no one else sees. So when that person gets there on a certain spot, they know how to get the ball in between defenders, just like they run in between defenders.
But my shooting guards, I don't know.
My logic for shooting guard is you need someone who can catch and shoot, and who does a better job than catching the ball from the center, shooting it to a player, quarterback.
Yeah, I guess.
Is it my turn or your turn? I don't.
It's still my turn.
That's what I thought.
I guess, I'm just going to go with the number one running back on that list at shooting guard. I'm going to go with Saquon Barkley. At my shooting guard.
I just don't. I think it's out of position there. I think I'm going to get some love on Twitter for that.
I don't know. We'll see. Because Saquon's going to find the lanes. He's going to run through them for Baker Mayfield to dish it to him for him to get the open layup. That's what it's going to be.
That's reasonable. This man's 6'3". Perfect. All right. So I get 2 picks now. I get to finish off my team. Small forward, Jason. This man's a little bit older. Very dominant. Still, though. Big man. But quick. Loves chickens, I believe.
Okay.
Von Miller at small forward.
Interesting. Chickens. Where'd you get that from?
I believe he owns like a lot of chickens and he names chickens. I've heard interviews with him. It's a weird fact.
Interesting.
Now, we're down to my shooting guard here. Again, my logic was catch and shoot. Baker Mayfield would have been a perfect shooting guard.
Yeah.
Now, I'm looking at my list, and I only have one other quarterback, and I don't like it.
Who is it?
Cam Newton. That man is one of the most inaccurate quarterbacks there are.
I could think of some that you could draft. Maybe Drew Brees.
Absolutely not on a basketball court. Love me some Drew Brees, not on a basketball court. I was thinking Russell Wilson, but he's short. He's a short boy.
Yeah. He'd be good if this was a baseball team. Football players.
I know. That's what I was saying. He'd be the triple star.
Yeah.
So I need someone at shooting guard, Jason.
I already know who my small forward is. No pressure.
This is an issue for me. But I think shooting guards are... Kobe Bryant was a shooting guard, Jason.
Yes, he was.
Kobe Bryant was just all the hype. Everyone loved him.
Yep.
Some hated him, though.
Yep.
He was great at what he did.
Yep.
I'm going to go Antonio Brown as my shooting guard.
Okay.
Completely went off my quarterback strategy. Antonio Brown is my shooting guard, though.
Do you know how tall Antonio Brown is?
Probably short.
5'10".
That's all right. Fuck it. Should have chose Russell Wilson.
It's all right. Saquon Barkley, I don't think is very tall either.
Oh, yeah.
He's 6
short.
foot. So my small forward, I need a big guy. I don't have any wide receivers on my team. I need a big guy who can catch lobs. He could catch, the passes. We have no reason to believe he can make any shots, but it's football. What reason will we get? So I want a tall, athletic receiver.
Okay.
And the first name I could think of, who's one of the most underrated receivers in the league. I was writing an article about how Brandon Cooks has been underrated. No.
Okay.
I was writing an article. Ooh, that might be a good idea. Let me look at him real quick.
No, you were already saying who you're choosing. You can't choose.
No, I'm not changing it anyways. Because I was writing an article about how Brandon Cooks is underrated. I looked up the stats, and this guy's underrated too. I think he's an all-pro. Maybe, I know he's for sure a Pro Bowler, but he doesn't get the respect of like a top 4 receiver, I feel like, even though he has been. I'm going to go Mike Evans at the small forward position. 6'5". He's 25 years old. He's got the athleticism. He's got the height. He knows how to catch. I'm going to go Mike Evans.
Never a fan of him.
He's going to be dunking. Me neither. I always thought he was like the most overrated.
Yeah.
But he's actually underrated. If you look at the stats.
Also, if you think about it, he's had nothing but garbage quarterbacks out there in Tampa Bay, too. And he's still someone you know his name.
Yeah.
All right. I believe it.
Who is your shooting guard again?
Antonio Brown.
Such a bad pick. I already forgot it.
Antonio Brown, bro. It's a great pick.
And who is your small forward?
Von Miller.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Don't know if I love this one. I love my baseball one.
Altuve, Trout, Yelich, Ohtani, Stanton. I don't know, bro. Bartolo Colon, bro.
That's a goddamn team right there.
Bartolo Colon's going to win it over for me because people love Bartolo Colon. You got to pander to the people.
All right, so what was your team, Jay?
For which sport?
Football.
I got Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Perfect point guard, I feel like. I feel like I nailed the point guard position.
I would have put him at shooting guard, but that's fine.
Saquon Barkley at shooting guard.
I would have flipped those two.
You know what? And it's a backcourt.
We had different strategies.
It's a backcourt.
Here.
Some possessions, Saquon may take it up.
You know what? I'm fine with that. I think we just got 2 good guards on each team.
Mike Evans at small forward. We got the Gronk neutralizer, J.J. Watt. Gronk and J.J. Watt are both going to put like 0 points, honest, 10 rebounds.
I think our voters are going to overlook that position because it's just perfectly 50-50 that neither of us get the edge there.
And then center Jimmy Graham because he knows how to dunk a football/basketball.
He's not going to be able to get to the rim. Aaron Donald, bro.
And he's 6'7". See, but Donald usually goes through people. He's not used to being the one that has to stop him.
Ass up, and he's going to go.
He might be able to go through Jimmy Graham, but will he be able to stop him? It's going to be like
the blind side, Jay. You know the moment in the blind side where he just lifts the guy up and fucking runs with him off the field? Aaron Donald's going to do that on defense. He's going to lift him up, and he's going to put him on the other side of the court.
Is he?
He's going to be cherry picking.
You're going to get over that 7-inch fucking
Low man
height
wins.
advantage?
Low man
I don't
wins.
think that's true in basketball.
All right.
And then you had Kamara, Brown, Miller, Gronk, and Aaron Donald. Still not in love with your Donald pick.
I'm still not in love with a lot of my basketball picks, but I already know the baseball one's a wash.
What do you mean a wash?
I'm easily going to win.
A wash means usually that they're even.
No, a wash means I'm going to fucking wash straight through you.
You're not using the term correctly. You're making up your own definition for the term. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see with the viewer. I have to make the Photoshop, so I might add a few inches, add some extra weight to my guys, make them seem a little more athletic. You got nothing to say to that, do you? What are you looking at? You look very intense, like you're doing some research.
I'm looking up a wash.
Yeah, when we play horseshoes, we say it's a wash. That means no one gets the point. Speaking of horseshoes, everyone, I won my first ever horseshoe tournament at my house that my dad usually holds like 2 or 3 per summer. I had a streak of 4 straight tournaments in second place, and I finally got over the hump and won. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. Ty, you got it.
Turns out you were right, Jay. Yeah, you won the horseshoe tournament. I showed up late, but still made it to the quarterfinals.
Didn't win a single game.
No, I did fucking terrible.
You were very
No, I
bad.
did win one game.
Oh, you did? In the loser bracket.
Yeah.
Wasn't it against my mom?
Yep.
I was trying to pump you up too, and you were just not taking my advice.
One thing I cannot do is play horseshoes.
You just go pole to pole, bro. You just pole to pole. It's not hard.
I can't do it.
I was on fire. I was the best player of the whole tournament.
Wasn't there most of the tournament, but I can't do it.
Anyways,
The MCU, Jason.
something you can do. You could talk about the MCU.
Fuck yeah, I can.
Got a lot of MCU news, kind of.
We're gonna start off with Avengers Endgame. They're
Still?
they're re-releasing it with, I believe it was reported today, 7 minutes of added footage.
Wow.
All of this in...
You know what some of that added footage is going to be? It's going to be when Captain Marvel goes to the S.H.I.E.L.D. complex and they tell her where Fury is. I guarantee that's like 3 or 4 of the 7 added minutes. Maybe not 3.
Probably, and I bet there's going to be added footage for the end fight scene, character interactions during that final battle.
Korg?
Bro, I'll be so fucking happy. If I go and watch it, Jay, you said you're not going to go watch it.
Because I've already seen it twice in theaters.
If I go and watch it and I tell you there's extra fucking scenes with Korg, will you go see it?
No, I'll just wait for it to come out on DVD.
Garbage.
And just fast forward to that scene.
Yeah, there's that. There's probably a Stan Lee tribute, I think they said.
I shouldn't laugh. That's nice, but it's totally just to beat Avatar. It's not even like...
Yeah, no, 100%.
And an end credit scene where I guarantee it's like Thor and...
It's just going to be a funny end
Chris
credit
Hemsworth on the ship still arguing about who the leader is, or
scene. I 100% believe that.
or maybe it's setting up Far From Home. Maybe.
I doubt it, though.
I was just thinking maybe they shot that before they decided to not include an end credit scene. So maybe that's just what they have.
And then they decided to go away from it.
Or maybe they got people back to go film a new one. You know what I mean?
Maybe they go a little more on the R-rated side. Apparently, the last scene where Tony Stark snaps, says, "I am Iron Man."
Mm-hmm.
Originally, that wasn't in the movie. He tells Thanos to fuck off.
Really?
Yeah,
I know
that
that I know the I am Iron Man wasn't originally.
Yeah. But there's a scene where Tony Stark tells Thanos to fuck off because you're allowed one F-bomb per PG-13 movie. And that was going to be his final words, to tell Thanos to fuck off, and then he snaps.
I like I am Iron Man more.
I 100% like it more.
Yeah.
But I thought that was funny. I was it's very... I mean, I don't know. It would have felt weird.
End credit scene idea. Maybe something to do with Loki taking the Tesseract to set up his TV show?
Maybe. Maybe something explaining where the fuck Chris Evans went. And that plot hole.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of explained the pothole, but when it takes weeks of explaining online and for the producers to come out and say what it meant, I feel like it's kind of a plot hole still.
Maybe just something with like maybe Falcon in a Captain America suit. Captain America type Falcon suit.
Maybe something with Hulk.
Maybe they actually acknowledged the fact that Black Widow also died, not just Tony Stark. So they gave him a funeral and didn't do shit for her.
Yeah, they might
all
do
got
something to
sad
set
that
up her
way.
prequel. I don't know how they would do that, but
Maybe. Maybe something with the Eternals, Adam Warlock was cruising, he woke up late and he was on his way to the final battle and he's like, oh, they got it handled.
he's part of the Eternals?
No, I don't. That was two separate thoughts.
maybe has Scarlett Johansson been confirmed for the Black Widow movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say stay woke. What if the new Black Widow movie is about a new Black Widow? Don't know if that happens in the comics, but like someone takes over the Black Widow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think that happens. Well, I don't know much about the actual comics.
Maybe the scene with the, was it 14 Reasons Why girl or whatever?
Oh yeah,
13
was it
Reasons Why?
worth it? Scene in the orange glow with Tony.
Like his older daughter.
That is something they filmed.
Yeah.
They probably will. That's probably another minute of the movie that they're adding, the 7 extra minutes.
I bet that one actually is in there.
Because they said they didn't want to include it because they didn't want to confuse people. I want to see like a 10-minute special. Give Chris Evans like $1 million, maybe not $1 million, to film. I want to see him returning the stones. Make it like a 15-minute special. Put it on YouTube. Of him returning each stone and then like encountering the Red Skull and like maybe getting like 1 or 2 fights. That'd be cool. Imagine him fighting like Hulk.
Maybe they do it for Disney Plus.
Yeah,
just make a little short fucking 20-minute show or something for Disney Plus.
Even the end credit scene could be him seeing Red Skull. I don't know how that advances anything. I don't know if they're even trying to advance anything.
Maybe it's just a little conversation and it sets up Red Skull for the future.
Yeah. It could be something with Valkyrie being the leader of Asgard. Probably not.
Something with Deadpool. Because they said he's not going to be in Far From Home or Spider-Man 3. Maybe that's because they're adding him into...
Yeah, I don't know. There's so much they could do.
I don't know. They're $45 million short.
They'll probably get it.
Avatar's re-release, I believe they said, made $33 million when they re-released it. Like the final time or whatever.
See, they're coming up against Spider-Man, though. They don't want to overlap those too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Also Toy Story, which is weird for Disney, for them to be like, oh, Marvel's adding stuff, so go see Endgame again. While they're also releasing one of their biggest fucking Pixar
I don't think
movies.
it comes out till like the 28th.
I thought they said this weekend.
I thought it was the 28th.
I could be wrong.
Which gives it even less time to go up against Spider-Man.
Well, maybe not. Spider-Man comes out Spider-Man comes out on a fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, based on the holiday, I think. There's like a holiday, like that specific holiday, it's like known to come out on that day.
That's weird. It's just 2 days before fucking 4th of July.
That's probably why.
But it's Tuesday. Well, I guess it's the middle of the summer, so people are going to go see it anyways, but...
It doesn't say... I could have sworn I seen the 28th. Oh, so he said next weekend, but they're saying that likely not this weekend because of Toy Story 4, so next weekend, the 28th.
Oh. So yeah, maybe. Either way, 45 million short. They'll probably get it.
I don't know.
They'll probably get it. They're adding extra shit. People are going to go see it.
They'll see it just to try to push it over.
Also,
yeah, July 2nd's when it comes out.
Yeah, also it's coming up before Far From Home, so maybe there's someone who, by some weird fucking world, only wants to see the Spider-Man movie, but is like, oh, I guess I'll go see Avengers now to see what happens in the Spider-Man movie. Because that's like Captain Marvel had a big push right before Endgame, but it was more directly related. I guess this is related to... I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but that's different. People want to see the solo hero movie to see what's going to happen in the main movie.
That's why I'm like, I don't know.
Nobody, you know what I mean? I don't think they're going to do it. I hope they do, but I've been saying since the beginning I don't think they will. I really don't.
I'm not sure, but Far From Home, Jason, released a new trailer.
I didn't even see this.
A new teaser.
Didn't even see this either.
And the ban or whatever, they finally let reviews come out for people who got the before screenings.
Yeah.
And I have not seen a single one that says it's even mediocre. Every single review I have read says it's the fucking greatest Spider-Man movie to grace this planet.
Ooh, better than what's his name? Tobey Maguire.
Oh yeah, a bunch of reviews said it's better than Spider-Man 2, which is considered to be the best of the Sam Raimi trilogy. A couple of them were saying it's the best live action. A couple of them were saying that they liked it just as much as Into the Spider-Verse, which had 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That was a good movie.
One best animated movie.
Yeah.
I'm fucking excited.
What about that new teaser? Did you watch it?
Yeah, so
That's what I want to talk about.
There's
first.
a new trailer and a new teaser.
Well, what happened?
Which one? Which one you want to talk about?
Both.
Teaser was I think it's like a minute 30 scene of Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. All the reviews said he fucking killed it, by the way. Says he's great. Booyaka, booyaka. It was like him flying up and having like a heart-to-heart with Peter.
He's going to be evil, right?
I don't know, dude. Because this seemed like he was legitimately like a good guy talking to him.
That's why they released it, to trick you.
Yeah,
he's gonna be evil.
Even with a lot of the reviews and shit, like they were almost like spoiler. They're like, Jake Gyllenhaal was great, was such a developed character. Like
he's gonna be evil.
I think he'll probably end up being evil, but I think he's gonna be like a Loki evil, to where like everyone still likes him, but he's technically a bad guy.
So maybe he's gonna be in all the MCU movies moving forward. Like
I think he's at least gonna be in Spider-Man 3 for like a Sinister Six.
Yeah, if you're gonna have Jake Gyllenhaal, you're gonna try to get him for more than one movie.
But I think he's gonna be a fucking knockout character. But it's like a heart-to-heart with Peter Parker, him talking to Spider-Man, being like, "Oh, I didn't want to save the world like this summer. I just wanted to be with my friends."
Yeah.
He was like, "I understand." He was like, "I want to tell you to go, but I need you. Like, we need to do this together," type thing. And then he makes him an Avenger. I want to say in that.
Mysterio makes Spider-Man an
No,
Avenger?
Spider-Man does. Because Spider-Man's technically Avenger. I want to say there's something that
okay, that's kind of bullshit.
where he was like,
what the hell?
"Welcome to the Avengers," and I'm like, "Yo, dog, you fucked up."
Well, yo, dog, you just became an Avenger, and now that Tony's dead, you think you got all this power.
New guy on the block. Like, yeah, no, they'll be fine with it. Come on. Yeah, and then in the trailer, it shows Spider-Man designing his new suits.
Okay.
So like the red.
He designs them?
He designs them. So he goes. Ooh. So in the comic books, like he makes all of his suits, and that's one of the things. Like he's smart. He creates the suits. Yeah. When he's with Happy on the jet, it shows like that there's like the full setup and shit for him to design his suits. So they're thinking his original red and blue suit and the black stealth suit. Mm-hmm. He's gonna basically put those together and design them to make the red and black suit that we've seen in the trailers.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's like, there's got the whole shit in Tony Stark's old jet to like create his suits and stuff now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I don't remember what else is in the trailer. That was the biggest thing.
There was that review that Riley sent us. I'll read it. That got me a little excited.
Yeah, there's a lot of reviews.
Mostly because it mentioned how the ending was like supposedly crazy.
Oh yeah. Also, in a lot of the reviews and everything, they're saying there's 2 holy shit end credit scenes. Both of them are big plot point credit scenes. Dude. And like someone did like a Q&A. He was like, I want to do a non-spoiler Q&A. And then one guy was like, is there going to be any moment that completely blindsides like fans? And the dude said, yeah.
That's what I love about the MCU, and that's why I keep coming back. I love when they just switch it up on us, and I love the end credit scenes, and I love that shit, dude.
Especially one that like no one expects.
I live for that shit.
Put it in my veins.
I don't even care about the movie.
You don't care about the movies. You just care about the scenes that set up the next movie that you're not going to care about.
It's one of those things where I obviously love the movies, and I'm a big fan, but like. It's that whole setting up thing that just it really is like
it's the possibilities that they get going in your mind for everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was the possibilities for Endgame that made it such. Endgame was great upon itself, but that's what makes it so awesome. Is just like
thinking of everything they can do and whatnot, and all the hype.
Yeah,
I can't fucking wait. I can't wait.
It's so special. It's so like anything.
I'll probably go on that Tuesday and call out on work on Wednesday.
Let me know. Let me know, my friend. That's right after our beach trip. I'll tell the Quakes I can't work.
Yeah, I'm considering it, but I don't know yet.
Because the Quakes are in town that weekend, but I could tell them that I can't work. Anyways, this review from Sean O'Connell, don't know what publication you're on. Okay, friends, Spider-Man Far From Home is jaw-dropping. First half is a lot of fun, coasting on the good vibes of the Homecoming cast. Sorry for yelling, everyone. I don't know why he put Homecoming in caps. But that second half is...
Oh, no. Oh.
Did you just read a spoiler?
No, I typed in Far From Home and I hit the first suggested thing and it said spoiler. And so then all those tweets started popping up and I dipped the fuck out. That was terrifying.
But that second half is extraordinary, delivering the best Spidey action ever. Most shocking ending in a Spider-Man movie ever. Fans will flip out. What could they do to flip us out?
That's what I'm saying. That's fucking insane.
Here's my worry. And I don't think it's like a legitimate thing. It's playing devil's advocate. My worry is these critics are not as like, what if it's like Venom coming in, which people would flip out about, but I think that'd be like, if you have a flip out meter in possible things that would make us flip out, I feel like that's the worst possible thing. Because like, yeah, it's Venom, cool, but like, that's just using Sony's product. It's not setting up anything new in the MCU. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, what if it's something like that, where it's like something where like a critic's like, oh my God, this is so insane. But then like hardcore fans like us is like, that was kind of predictable. That was kind of, out of all the crazy stuff that could have happened, that was like the least crazy. You know what I mean?
I think one thing that I've been seeing kind of going around the rumor mill, Norman Osborn, because there's that first trailer that showed like the Avengers building being renovated. I think they're probably going to throw Norman Osborn in the post-credit scene.
See,
and he's going to end up being one of the big bads moving forward.
that would be cool. And I'd be fine if that's one of them. But I want one that's not Spider-Man related. You know what I mean? And I think that's why my Venom thing is like, I think that's what it's getting at. I want one that's related to a new property being brought in, even though Venom technically is a new property, but like, you know, Fantastic Four and X-Men or even future movies. I want something like that.
Yeah, I know they're fucking fast-tracking Fantastic Four, since they said it was like 5 years for X-Men. They already have a director for Fantastic Four.
I still think they're going to do the whole prequel thing for the next like 2-3 years, though.
I don't know, but I'm fucking excited.
I'm not going to think like that until I see this movie, and then we could talk about what's going to happen next. That's soon, dude. That's right around the corner. What the hell?
I can't wait.
Life's moving fast.
Also, did you see all of the Keanu Reeves shit going on Twitter?
Of course I saw it. It's in our outline.
Oh, it is. Yeah, Keanu Reeves has been rumored. He was rumored for the Eternals.
Well, he's rumored, but then Feige straight up announced that he wants him in the MCU.
Yeah, but he said they've talked to him every single fucking movie, basically.
Yeah.
So there's no guarantee of him coming in anytime soon.
Yeah.
But Keanu Reeves has fucking blown up over the past, I'd say, 3 months.
I don't know if I've seen a movie with Keanu Reeves in it. I'm sure I have.
I've seen John Wick 1 and 2.
Never seen John Wick.
Haven't seen the new ones.
I'm going to look at Keanu Reeves thing while you talk about him.
Yeah, he's fucking just become huge over the past couple of fucking months.
He's in The Matrix. Never seen that movie either.
Well, that's where he kind of got, like, big, I want to say. Like, he was in a couple other things. He's also remaking one of, like, those 90 movies. Like Bill and Ted or some shit.
Yeah, Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Yeah.
Did you know that they already announced a John Wick Chapter 4?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Toy Story 4, I'm seeing that tonight.
Oh, that's right. He's in that.
Haven't seen that.
He's in that new Netflix movie that Netflix is using all their bots to hype up on Twitter.
What is that?
Stay woke. Well, everyone was saying, like, when Bird Box got big,
Yeah.
like, they basically Netflix created accounts and shit or whatever, and, like, that's why it got so big, even though it was a whatever movie.
Yeah.
There's that.
Never seen it either. Yeah, I've never seen a movie with Keanu Reeves in it.
I think he was in, like, 47 Ronin was an action movie a little while back. I don't know what else he's been in recently.
I'm looking at all of his movies. I've never seen.
And then he had the cyberpunk thing we talked about in the car podcast. He's just fucking everywhere.
You know who's better than Keanu Reeves? Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton's a great fucking actor.
I love Michael Keaton. But yeah, everyone's freaking about him being Adam Warlock. And like, I kind of see it, but not really.
Yeah, I don't know if I want it. There was one edited picture that he looked all right in, but there's another one that looked fucking terrible.
There was another person that people were...
There was Moon Knight or something like that, which I want to say is almost like MCU Batman. I could be wrong, but I know they have like a dark character like that. And then Namor, which I think he'd be
Yeah, I think Namor was the one I saw. Yeah, I think Namor was the one I saw.
Namor has like a facial hair type thing, and he's got like slicked back black hair.
You know what Keanu could have played? He probably could have been Doctor Strange. I feel like he's got a Doctor Strange
100%,
face.
Yeah, I think
Tony Stark?
Cumberbatch was a great Doctor Strange, but I think Keanu could have done it.
Keanu comes back as a new Tony Stark. Not Howard Stark. Morgan Stark. Well, that's his daughter, but in the comics, it was his cousin.
Maybe. Doubt it, but maybe.
Bro, how mad would you be if the surprise is that Tony Stark's still alive? And Robert Downey Jr. signed on for like 10 more movies, and they've just been keeping it secret.
I would be pissed, but I think all the reviews would have been less hyping him up.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what the fuck? I think
it's crazy how we're pissed about the thing that probably a lot of casual fans like really, really want. Like my dad, who hated Endgame because Tony Stark died.
I think one of the things that could blindside you is there's the scene in the trailers where he puts on those like fancy glasses and they're like Tony Stark, like digital.
Oh yeah, and
shit.
he's like AI or something.
Yeah, the AI voice sounds different than like all of his other AI voices if you listen to it. What if that's because they changed it for the trailer and it's actually Tony Stark's the new AI?
See, I don't think that's enough to be like mind blown. You know what I mean?
But like, what if they keep bring him back and like how they did the last scene at Endgame where he was like a hologram? Like we get a bunch of hologram Robert Downey Jr.
I'm definitely not ruling that out, but I don't think that people would call that mind blowing. You know what I mean? And
Maybe,
if they are, I'd
not.
be pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, really, this is what you got me excited for? Something we've talked about 2 months ago on the podcast?
Also, if in Homecoming, like the post-credit scene was the Vulture talking to Scorpion in prison.
Yeah, that was... They set that up and then... But,
well, it's probably because it's going to be the third one.
Yeah.
I bet one of the other ones is them just setting up the Sinister Six. And they're like, oh, holy shit, it's going to be the Sinister Six. But I feel like it's really...
That's what I was saying. I hope it's like one Spider-Man one that's like holy shit, and then one like Avengers one. You know what I mean? Maybe not, but MCU one.
I think they got to do something. It's the final movie of Phase 3. Like going into the next one?
Yeah.
Give me a post-credit scene that sets up something for the next phase. Which could be Norman Osborn. He could be the big bad of the next.
What if... Ooh, you know how Nick Fury was at the end of Iron Man? What if it was like Professor X at the end of this one talking to Spider-Man?
There's no way they're bringing Professor X in, though, especially after how bad Dark Phoenix just
that's
bombed.
true. I was just saying, what if it was like an X-Men related thing?
I would love to
And
instead that...
Is Professor X like the Nick Fury of the X-Men? I didn't watch any of the X-Men movies.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the head of the school.
I'm just saying,
who, like, recruits all
I'm
the
just
mutants.
listen to my idea. What if he came to Spider-Man talking about these mutants that have crossed over, thinking that he's a mutant? Because I guess he technically kind of is, if you really get down to it.
Spider-Man?
Well, kind of. He's got mutant tendency, you know what I mean? Because he got bit by a spider, and I don't know.
Well, no, mutants have, like, a gene.
Didn't the spider, like, mess with his genes?
Well, that's, like, an incident, like, kind of like
Didn't
how
he, like,
Hulk got the radioactive
Didn't he, like, rip
shit.
His genes or something?
Well, he got, like, the spider thing that, like, messed with it, but...
He got spider guts on his genes?
Mutants are born. Mutants are born with their powers.
Did he get the spider guts on his genes?
Yeah.
Okay, what if he goes up to Spider-Man, he thinks he's a mutant because he from the outside, you might think he's a mutant, and he's trying to recruit him to the X-Men.
Highly doubt it.
I'm just saying, what if? That would be pretty crazy, right? Like the same kind of scene how Nick Fury is like, we're about to start something.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'd
I'd rather see like Reed Richards or something for the Fantastic Four, but I don't think they'll do that either because they haven't cast anyone yet.
They don't even have to cast anyone. They could just show like the Fantastic Four logo or, you know what I mean?
But they don't... I guess, but that would be weird because they don't get that logo or do any of that shit until after they get their powers.
Maybe this is a world where the whole multiverse, they already have their powers in a different universe.
Maybe
Now
they just show up through the multiverse.
Yeah. Already has the Fantastic Four.
Maybe.
Because they don't need to cast anyone. It could be like, or it could be a silver surfboard, you know what I mean? That they just pan over.
That would be fucking awesome.
Or it could be, like they did Thanos. That I guess I was watching a video. That Thanos, I think, was all CGI.
Oh, yeah, they didn't have it. Well, I think they had someone like a stand-in, but it wasn't like Josh Brolin.
Yeah, so they don't need to cast anyone yet to set things up. So there's ways around it. So I just hope it sets up something big. Sets up Spider-Man, and that's maybe why there's two. Stay woke. That's why there's two end credit scenes, because Marvel, Marvel Studios is like, okay, we want to set up Phase 4, even though I don't think they're technically doing phases anymore. I think that's what Feige said.
I think it's not like Phase 4. It's
The Eternal...
some bullshit like
Not Eternal,
it's cosmic. A cosmic phase.
Yeah. The MCU or the Marvel Studios is like, okay, let's set up this new phase or whatever. But then Sony's like, hey, we still need to set up our own movie too, and maybe that's why there's two. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Well, the other theory that's been going around is there's going to be basically like it's going to split off here. It's going to be like the cosmic space heroes, and then there's going to be the ground heroes.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, Winter Soldier, Falcon, Spider-Man.
That's kind of how it was with Guardians of the Galaxy already. They were separated until...
Yeah, but now
Infinity
there's
War.
going to be Captain Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy. They're probably going to do a Nova movie in Guardians. He's going to be in Guardians 3, so they're going to have
I'd be
all
fine
of
with
that
that.
shit.
And then with them to all come back together for the next Avengers, I'd be fine with that, because then when they come back together, I don't expect them all to be together forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'd be fine with that, because if they all came back together for the next Avengers movie, it's badass again, because it doesn't happen.
100%.
Anything else for the podcast, Ty?
I got nothing, Jay. This was a good one.
We're right around where we are every single podcast episode. We're
insane.
consistent.
I don't know how.
Unintentionally consistent. Hour 20 to hour 30-ish every time. We're at hour 33.
We're good for it.
That's before cuts.
You can count on us every Friday. Except for 2 Fridays ago.
And potentially 2 Fridays from now.
Potentially.
We've got vacations coming up.
I don't know, man. We're just great at this.
Yeah, be sure
Not
to follow
really.
us on Twitter. Vote for our basketball teams. I'll get a Photoshop probably up over the weekend, maybe Saturday, Sunday, one each day.
Also, on YouTube now.
Oh, yeah, we're putting our podcast on YouTube. We need to put more stuff up on YouTube. We say that every single episode.
We do, but
And we're going to say it next week.
I've been posting episodes. They're up there now.
What are you doing this weekend? You busy?
I got a recital.
Oh.
Dance recital.
So we can make
that's
another
Friday.
episode. We can record. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to work. You doing both?
Yeah.
Double duty, Ty?
Yeah.
Maybe we record a video on Saturday or Sunday.
Let's do it. Lock it in.
Okay.
Victoria's got a recital, so I'm going to be free.
Is it going to be a new game or a PS2 game?
That's for the listener to find out.
All right. Until next time, everyone. Take care. And what was your catchphrase that you said like once or twice and never said again?
Be a good friend. I said it all the time.
Be a good friend, everybody.